Going through my memories from today, because the last encounter stood out the most. I don't know how long it was, but it seemed like it was quite a long time.
Like an hour.
Was it? It felt like maybe an hour. Anyway, here's what I want to share, because it's based on a few things I heard several of you say. I encountered today some very religious people. The first man I met was sitting on a curb next to a book on like a textbook on African religions, the history of religions, and he was really philosophical, and I was doing the love, listen, discern, and just when I'm ready to pull the trigger and respond, there's my boss I'm jumping on, and I'm thinking, oh man, I listened too long. But anyway, I felt like we had some opportunities to show him love and to at least let him know that we're Christians here to share with him, and that was kind of what triggered his thing, and we started talking. But I encountered another guy that was, polite, talked to me, we shared for a few minutes, but as soon as it came to prayer, no, I don't do that, I don't want to hear that, he shut me down. So, I was starting to wonder what kind of encounter I'd have, and some of the things that I heard Sarah and Rivka saying about prayer last night were that somebody had gotten, this idea about a gas station from the Holy Spirit, and that they had seen something about construction. So at the end of this whole day, sure enough, there was that construction sign on the right side of the road, there was that gas station, we pull into that, and I'm standing there thinking, this is not going to work. No, nobody wants to do this at a gas station, this is not going to work. And there was this guy over there that I was just thinking, he filled his car, and then he was, cleaning his windows. I mean, he's going to leave any second. And I think if I had waited any longer, God would have dropped like a neon sign over him with an arrow, because it was pretty obvious that he was the guy, right? And so we ended up talking to him. Rivka came over. It was really Sarah and Rivka delivering water, and all of a sudden it was like, all right, there was the door open. They came over, and we started talking. And I will not give you the whole long 1 hour encounter, but he's a Mormon and a missionary, and he was very versed in what he believed, but also very tangled up in his doctrines. He ended up going through all of our scripture, reading it, agreeing with it, and really trying to convince us that we're all the same, So I asked you to, what was his name again, Rivka? Brandon, yes. I ask you to keep Brandon in prayer right now, because I'm praying that the seed sown in those words we spoke and read and shared will start to make clear where his strongholds of thinking are, and where he is deceived and off. Because he was a guy. Now Rivka thinks that really he's born again, but just confused in his head, which is, I don't think so. I think I don't know, but Jesus knows, and I just want us to keep him in prayer. And it was encouragement for me, because I know it was a divine appointment. I know that's why we needed to be there. And in the end, I think that, like Greg, I had opportunities to be disappointed, but I also really believe that every encounter is seed sown, and that I'm just believing that someone else will water some of those and produce the fruit in it. So.